I talked for like 10 minutes straight and I was out of the frame the entire time. So, yeah. It's so hard for me to make these videos and not feel like I'm picking at the flaws of everything. You know, you hear people say, just do a video and get it out there. And yeah, but you know, you want people to watch the video too. So I am working at making my videos more interesting and also trying not to overwhelm myself because I want to keep making them. I want to show you guys what I have been working on. So we're still in the theme of collage, and but it's not so much collage as in putting together images from different elements. What I'm doing is I'm kind of using it as sort of a backdrop, and I'm painting over it also. So it is adding some texture. So this is one of the most recent things that I'm working on. And what's interesting about this is that this is from some newspaper. My grandmother sent me some things some years ago. She passed away in 2014, but she sent me some things and she had them wrapped in this newspaper, some of the things that were glass. And over the years, since then, I have used this in a few different pieces of art. And the newspaper is like from the 1960s. So this is another piece that it's finished, actually, it's finished. This is on canvas board, and I used a number of different things from magazines and torn from books, and then I painted this on top, and you can even see some texture. Like if you look close, you'll see that I painted on top of the pieces of paper. And I love leaving that texture in. I think it gives it sort of a grittiness, and it reminds you of you know, like the layering that you would see on posters in urban areas. You would see like a poster on top of another poster and just years and years of posters. So yeah, I think it looks sort of cool and, you know, gritty and interesting. I have another one. This is just a small one. This is a picture of someone reading. I get my images or my inspiration from Pinterest, and I change them quite a bit. It's really just, it's inspiration. So there's no copyright issues. And here's another one. She is finished. And this is called Minding My Own Business. And I'm gonna be putting this in my shop. So what I like about working on these collages, well, I don't know, I guess they are collages or mixed media collage. The reason why I like working this way is that there is some discovery. And I saw this, I'm not sure where I saw it, or maybe heard it in an interview maybe, but an artist was saying to think about the things that you like when you create and try to incorporate that in your process. Like, what is it that you really like about the process, and try to incorporate that in your process each time. So what I have learned about myself going through this is I love that discovery. I've always known that, but if I feel like it's a little bit more clear now for me that I love to kind of discover as I go. And in other elements of my life, other aspects of my life, it's kind of like that too. Like when I'm cooking, it's hard for me to follow a recipe to the letter. You know, I do like to have a little bit of that adventure and discovery, right? But not so much so that it doesn't come out right. You want it to taste good. It's like that with art too. Like if you know the elements of art, and you can play with those elements. And so that's what I've been practicing, is I've been trying to learn more about those elements of art so that I can play with them. And then when I come up with something that I like, you know, it is sort of a surprise because it's not planned. And I think mixed media art does very much lend itself to that process of surprise and discovery. But I would encourage you, if you're an artist, like follow your bliss, so to speak. Follow your interests and see where it leads you, and then try to examine why you're interested in that particular thing that you're pursuing. Like what is it about it that you're interested in? And you can bring that out in your art. Thank you for coming to hang out with me in the studio again. I hope that you feel inspired to create your own kind of art, whatever that may be. And I'll see you in the next video.